Exploding cigar. In the 1960s, the CIA really wanted to get rid of Fidel Castro. They hatched a plan to give him an exploding cigar. The idea was that he would light it and boom, it would go off in his face. It sounds like a cartoon, but they actually spent time designing this trap. Luckily for Castro, he never actually smoked the special gift. Poison umbrella. In 1978, a man named Georgy Markov was walking across a bridge in London. Suddenly, a stranger bumped into him with an umbrella. Markov felt a sharp sting, like a bee bite, on his leg. He looked back and saw a man hurrying away toward a taxi. Inside that umbrella tip was a tiny pellet filled with deadly poison. Markov sadly died a few days later, turning a rainy day into a dark mystery. Poisoned underwear. In 2020, someone tried to harm Alexei Navalny in Russia. They decided to put a dangerous nerve agent on his clothes. They chose his underwear because it would touch his skin directly. It was a strange and secretive way to carry out such a scary plan. He managed to survive, but the world was shocked by the strange method used. Cat spy. In the 1960s, the US government tried to turn a cat into a secret agent. They put a microphone inside a cat to listen to Soviet conversations. They wanted the cat to walk near people and record their secrets. The first mission went wrong when the cat walked into traffic. It was a failed experiment that proved cats are just too hard to train. Exploding shellfish. The CIA once thought about using seashells to target Castro. They planned to paint the seashell with bright colors to catch his eye. They would hide explosives inside the shell, waiting for him to pick it up. They wanted it to blast when he went diving in the ocean. It was a wild idea that never left the planning stage, thankfully. Flying car. In 1965, an attempt against the Indonesian president involved a car. Attackers tried to use a rocket to blow up his motorcade. The plan failed because the rocket missed the car by a wide margin. It was a loud and scary moment that turned into a huge chase. The president escaped unharmed, leaving the attackers running for cover. Deadly pen. An assassin once used a fountain pen to try to kill a target. The pen was actually a hidden weapon that could fire a tiny dart. It looked completely normal, just like a tool for writing letters. The attacker walked up close and tried to strike, but failed. It shows that even the smallest items can be turned into dangerous weapons. Bee attack. In ancient battles, soldiers used bees to stop their enemies. They threw pots filled with angry bees into enemy caves. The bees swarmed everywhere, causing chaos and panic among the guards. It was a stinging surprise that nobody was ready for in the dark. Sometimes nature is the best weapon when you run out of swords. Icicle bullet. Some people believe assassins once used bullets made of ice. The idea was that the bullet would melt after hitting the target. This would leave no trace of the weapon behind for the police. While it sounds genius, it is actually very hard to pull off. It remains one of the most famous myths in the world of spies. Poison toothpaste. One plot against the leader involved hiding poison in toothpaste. The goal was to make the target sick during his morning routine. It was a sneaky way to attack someone inside their own home. The plan was caught before it could cause any real harm to anyone. It reminds us that even our bathroom supplies were once a potential danger.